There we go. Back to good. Hopefully this is working. If it's not working on Facebook Live, I'll put a video. I'll give a link to this one afterwards. This is at least being recorded and stuff, so you can see it and stuff. So hey, but everybody, thanks for joining me anyway for on the Memorial Day. I know it's holiday and all, and everybody takes this serious, and I do too. I'm feel sorry for everybody who's lost loved ones and stuff like that. But I lost one last year, my buddy Atticus here. And, I painted him once and did a really pretty decent job on it. And it got into a few shows and stuff. But since I am painting, starting a month of paintings of dogs for charity coming up starting tomorrow, I thought I'd revisit this one real quick. Not real quick. It's probably going to take about 4 hours to paint it. But you guys can all join in and watch and heckle, do whatever you usually want to do. I'm fine with that. So we're going to get started here in a second. First, let me say about Atticus. Atticus was a big golden, wonderful golden. He was only 7 years old. Got a tumor on his heart, and he passed away within a month. He's gone. He was just right before the pandemic hit, so it was pretty tough. I mean, took us we had to get 2 new dogs to replace him. That's how good he was. He was a great dog. This photo is from up north in Michigan, where I was a couple of years ago and stuff, and took the shot and thought I'd want to paint it and stuff. So I'll just take it over and we'll go through all the paints and stuff I'm going to be using. I'll be mixing the paints for this painting real quick. And so let me shoot you guys over to my other guy here. All right, there's my palette. And with all my gratuitous paints and stuff, thank you, Rembrandt Paint, for giving me everything here. They sent me out these paints, which is very nice of them. I'll just lay out, this is really pretty much my palette. I'll be going through it real quick. Here I got some unbleached white I put out right here. Ooh. Oh, that's pearl white, which is not unbleached white. So let's just hold off on that one. We're going to go with some titanium white. Probably going to need a lot of that. Some cad yellow light. I'm going to need a bunch of that. This is lemon light. You can see the difference in the yellows there. Cad red light. Cad orange. Ochre, yellow ochre. See, almost there. I have some, this would be alizarin crimson, but it's rose madder. Usually would be alizarin crimson in anybody else's thing. They don't have alizarin crimson, they have rose madder instead. This is transparent oxide red. Some people also use a lot of Venetian and stuff. I'm going to be using Prussian blue today. I don't have my phthalo green out. This is burnt sienna, and I have burnt umber next. Nice, really good for the dogs. And then some King's blue here. I also have some regular blue over here. I use my regular blue, cobalt blue hue for my students and stuff. I have that over here just in case. I mean, Prussian just decides to be too much. I don't know about this pearl, guys. I thought it was going to be their a lot like their unbleached white on half and stuff. So, but it wasn't. So I will have to bring out my. Also, there's going to be a lot of phthalo green here. Let's use the last of this green up. Okay. Start mixing here. First of all, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want that on my palette. Might be a nice color, but it's not going to, it's probably isn't going to work in this painting. All right, keep this clean. All right, first of all, I'm going to go for my darks down here. Darks in the water, the darkest, and then work back into the greens here. So those are the colors I'll be going for first. They're going to be a pretty simple mix of half and half phthalo green and rose madder. This will be for down in here. And what I want to do is make sure these guys are nice blend of these two. No white at all in these first few colors. So that is phthalo green and rose madder. This is rose, a little bit more stronger rose madder on this one. Up here, I'm going to go again with phthalo green. A couple of colors I'm going to make up here. This one I'm going to add some oxide red to it. It's going to be a little bit warmer green red. This kind of a, these are kind of cool, and this is going to be a little bit warmer. Oxide, really good, strong today. I'm going to do one more over here, just a little more on the green. Oxide. There we go.
Jim, did you say you were adding oxide red to the phthalo green?
Yeah, or you can put, or it could be Venetian.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Next color I'm just going to do up here too. Just for trying to get this light area here, going through here. I'm going to add some, just a little bit of cat orange to it. As you can see, this is color. Is going to be through this whole thing. That's a pretty good color for in the water and stuff. It's a little bit strong right now. I put in a little bit more cat orange than I should have, but I do have a kind of a big area for there for it, and it's going to be going over this stuff, so it'll darken up the hair a bit. Won't be too much. So those are my pretty much my watercolors, except for the glares and stuff on top. The glares and stuff will be, of course, blue and white, and just a little red into them. So I'm going to use, I'll start off with Prussian blue. And of course, I'm going to go with rose madder. Oh, this might, the Prussian blue is so strong. Just a little bit of white into this colors. And you can tell I'm pretty far off, but it's getting there. Used up all my rose madder right off the bat. There's this is probably closer. I'll just keep adding a little bit more white. I like this would be a good pile to have, kind of big, because it's going to be going into a lot of little things, and I'll be breaking it off later. It's a couple degrees too dark yet. Instead of doing the whole pile, I'm just going to split it and just do a little, save that and for some dark areas, and just add more white to this part. So basically, I'm just splitting the pile and adding more white, just where I don't use up all my white, trying to use up that pile. Getting closer. I do have plenty of white. That Prussian blue is such a strong color. As you can see, it takes a lot to knock it down. That's going to be close enough. Yeah, close enough. If I put some King's blue into over here to a little piece of it, it'll lighten up too. They'll get me really close to the color. Probably could have just done King's blue. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. All right. So this is a lot of the watercolors right there. Couple going from darks, going to go to some lighter areas. Probably might go to one more light area too, but I'll catch that later. There's probably also going to be a little more purple one too. There goes the last of that. Just add a little more purple into one section of this later on. You can see it down in here and stuff, so I'll just get it in there. Okay, simple. Now the dog, and then the water lilies. Water lilies will probably be stealing a lot from here and stuff too. The dog Atticus here. I want to, you could easily just go with burnt sienna and in white and get this basic color and stuff. That's a good one to go with and stuff. I usually don't like to go that route. I like to go a little bit harder and stuff. So I'm gonna go with just cad yellow, just a little bit of this red oxide here. It's a little bit richer and stronger and stuff than if I went with burnt sienna. I will be doing probably a burnt sienna piece of this, but I want to go a little bit stronger. Mix my own, so I have a little more control. So this is we're working out the basic color here and stuff. Value just a little more red into them. Be nice to have a good piece pile of this too. Okay. This will take care of a lot of the little areas we'll start with. I'm going to take this pile and split it a couple times. Don't need that much paint. I'm going to hit some white into this one. And then you'll start seeing, I'll start getting a lot of these lighter values coming through here and stuff. And that's the nice thing about doing it this way. I can control the coolness and stuff of this, of what's going to happen and stuff. This one, I'm still adding white to it. I'm also going to add some cad red to it. Good cad red, and this will start ending up being in the water and a lot of the little areas around his face up front. These are like midtones. I'll still have to do really highlights, the really brighter areas and stuff in this fur, but these are going to be the real lighter area or mid areas here in the wetness and stuff. I want to get a lot of cool stuff in here. I need a purple. So I'm going to go back and steal a little bit of water, the glare and the blue in the water here, and use that, put that in here. And yeah, turn green on me. I have so much yellow in here. Maybe I have to use some, I should probably, yeah. I'm going to save this. This might be a nice color in there, in around his face here and stuff too. Okay. So this went a little, I had to change it around, and what did I use? I used that, and then I had to use white. Shot that color. I'm going to try to use some King's blue into this, trying to get the purple I want out of the brown. As you can see, it just starts to go right about there. It's kind of a muddy purple. That's the Prussian. If I would have been using a regular blue here, should have been better. That's great. So I'm gonna make a purple. We need red purple, and I'm gonna use. It's gonna be a warm one, so I'm using CAD, and I'm using a little green in here. There's the purple. All right. So there we go. This is going to be in here. You're going to find this in the fern stuff. You're also going to find a blue one too. Just a blue version of this in these darks and stuff. I'll be finding just little spots I can use these guys. Now I'm just going to go to the highlights. And basically, all I'm going to have to do is kick these guys, all these midtones in the butt a little bit, and add some white to them and some yellows and stuff. I'll start off with this one here for my highlights. Really a lot of white and just a little bit of that. And I don't want to go too white. I don't want to go make it too high key, because it'll just, be too white. So I'm just going to be more around down a couple numbers value wise than I need to be. I'm going to add some yellow to this. I'm probably going to try some lemon yellow to this. Just a little bit, warm it up. This big area here. Probably just a little more to funky. Too much yellow. There we go. That'll work to it. Then I'm going to come down and I'm going to do a lot of the same stuff going on down the line here. I'll need some pinks, which I'll get from this coral color here. Just a lot of white. You're going to find that in these highlights. I also need some purples. This purple might be too ugly. I'll find it in the water if nothing else. I'm going to steal this blue over here and lighten that up. Almost out of white, so I got to start. All right. Couple of nice colors there. All right. Let's see about these lily pads. The lily pads, I would have gone. I don't need much of this. Ochre and phthalo green. Let's steal some more phthalo green here. Let's give me have it. Sorry. Huge tube of it. All right. Phthalo green and ochre here. I'm going to start that for my lily pads. And go for value wise. Okay, not bad. Just have a lot of lily pads and very little paint, so I'm going to double it up. Okay, I'm gonna add some red to this. I'm gonna maybe add just a little bit of cad red to this. Get rid of some of that Kelly green look to it. That's good. Now I'm gonna break this down into like 3 or 4 colors too. Let's go. I do need an orange one, some orange, cat orange in one piece of this. This will make a nice, kind of see that rich. This is also kind of the color I was thinking about getting in him too. This will be getting into some of the darker areas of the lily pads. Then I'm going to also make a one with more yellow in it. I'll put some cad yellow in it just to spice it up, and then as you can see, you can sort of see the funky little green color here. Just needs a little red to it to keep the curse off being too green. Probably some white too. I should gotta put out some more white. Okay. So I'm going to knock both these guys down very gradually. A little bit of white, add into it, and then adding some yellows to it. Get a few of these colors. That's all I need for these guys here. As you can see, it's down here. I add a little bit of brown, more brown added to this color, and that's what's coming up here. And this is going to be in. You're going to find it in this area here, and you're going to find a lot of these purples and stuff in there too. So won't need to be using them just for the dog. They're going to be in the water. They're going to be in this stuff. I'm going to move things around. I do need a couple yellow dead kind of lily pads here. So let's just start off with just a little bit of green, a little bit of ochre, then kick it with some white. Try not to use up, dig into my pile and make it kill my pile. So I'll go with this. This should get me pretty close to these colors here. I'll probably make some adjustments as I go, but these will get me going. I'm going to tone my canvas. Oh, I didn't do that. That would be pretty easy. I'm going to do like a couple colors on this guy. Cad red and just a little bit of transparent oxide red mixed together to go for the dark. Then the next one, I probably could almost use regular cad in here to really start getting some strength, and then mix in some cad orange into this mix to get the high key areas, a little bit of high key, and then one more, just some white and just a little bit of this mix for the highlights stuff. This will also, maybe I can find some spots in here to use it too. So I'm going to save a little bit of that over there. Kick it up a little bit. Just slightly different than that. Good to have little differences. And that's my palette for my colors. I will be toning my canvas. I'm gonna go with burnt sienna. Maybe a tad of burnt umber into it. Hedge my bet. I'm trying to think of which one I use. I'll use that. I'll come back now. Hopefully you guys, I have some students here going to be painting with me. Hopefully they were able to keep up. Yeah, I can go.
What's that? Oh.
All right.
Christine.
How feeling?
Well, good.
Good.
Phalo
Uh-huh.
green.
Yesterday I saw you there and here.
Oh, yes,
Good.
doing the shrubs
The straps over there
and the hedge.
at the hedge.
Yes.
This one a bit.
All right, I had to mute everybody. All right, I'm coming back. I could give you guys the colors, but I want to I have to get this moving. All right. So here we go. This is where we paint. I'll call out the colors. I know I'll be starting off with my dark colors. And they are phthalo green and rose madder for most of this stuff. There'll be, then up here I have some, we'll be painting with a phthalo green and transparent oxide red, a little bit mixed in. It's a warmer red, warmer green. It's going to be, and then I got the highlights and stuff. So I'm basically gonna draw it in. If you guys need it, you guys can unmute yourself if you need to talk and stuff. As you can see, I gotta tone this canvas. Or I'll have a lot of white little spots showing up. You can see the stuff just bleeds off. This will be oil primed linen I'm painting on. And this is an 18 by 24 canvas. I'm just gonna work that in. There we go. One second. Get my other camera going here. All right. So I want to put this guy, yeah, up here, you know, above center. Center's right there. I want to make sure he's above center. I don't want him to go too far over here. I want to have some room there. So that'll be his nose. Come out here. This will be start to be that. Come out. His head's about equal. I'm working off my monitor over here, which is a lot bigger. So I'll come around first fur and come off. So I really, you know, it might be a little high. Might be a little high. If I bring them down to there, bring everything down one. Just a hair high. I want that there. So I want to get this motion. That's the important, really the important thing about this is this arc of water and stuff going around them. So I want to make sure there's enough room for that. Sure looks like it. That'll be good. Maybe, you know, goes there, goes in, it's there. There's some reflections. You start to get the ovals of the lilies coming in here. A sweep of them. There's going to be a couple, three of them over here, overlapping. Bigger one, smaller one, just a few. A couple big ones at the bottom here. All right. but I'm not going to be paying too much attention to that right now. All right, let me just wipe off. Eyeball down a little bit.
2 grams
Yeah.
of protein. And your hot dogs in there have the opposite. 20
Okay.
grams of protein.
All right.
Jim,
Hello.
I,
Yeah, hi.
I hate to interrupt,
Yeah.
but I am sitting with the daughter who has one of your cat pictures and also has one of your hiking pictures. And so I'm going to put this on mute so we can continue chatting. But I wanted to let you know that she's right here watching
Oh, hey
you.
there. Thank you.
Hey, we hear all about you girls all the time from your mom.
Yeah.
She loves them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she's a good patron of the arts there. She
Yeah.
is. Thanks, Karen.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Okay, I'll
well,
let
thank
you go back to your work.
No worries. No worries. I can talk and work as I go. I'm going to go in with my start off with my kind of warm green. I'm going to start off with first, and then we'll put that up here. Started going in. I'm not going to worry about the highlights. I'm not going to worry too much about anything. I'll get some darks in here. I want to just create some transparencies in the water and stuff too here. And I'm not going to worry about the dog or anything like at this point. Down here, this is where I'm putting that phthalo green and rose madder mix. At the very bottom, I got the red. It's the red part of it right here. I will also be working a little bit of blue into it, or the phthalo green going back into that area. It has a little bit more phthalo green in it. And there'll be some other colors going in here and stuff. And that's starting to work okay. There's a dark spot over here to get, and another one up here. Probably add just a little bit of blue into it now. This. Start putting that in. A little blue and more of that and into his nose. So I'll just be going back and forth my greens a little bit here, trying to get this water in first. It's the big section. And it's a good warm up too. Warms my arm up. Oh, I can. And start adding just a little bit more green into a few spots here. A little brighter green into these waters. Just a little lighter. Couple darks. I'll just block in some of these. Few of these guys real quick. All right. Just want to get a little bit of this stuff in for I don't lose my way. All right. A lot of green done. Use just a little blue. That's all right. Okay, let's start off with some of the darker parts of the dog. I'll do his Atticus. I'll get in here and get where his ear goes. Warms up to the water here. Make sure I got the drawing halfway decent. Darken that right back and behind him first. Okay. Here. Go a little more red. There's one. This color. A lot of these things are not even show up until the next color is laid into them. Putting in the shadows first. Deeper in the crevice. So it's really strong shadows underneath here too. Okay, now his nose. I want to get back into his nose. Look at this. I don't want too much glare on it. That did not help. Sorry. Can't see the drawing. Little mix there. Okay. It's got to come back. Let's work on the front end important parts. Let's work up here. So getting this area in. Lily pads are easy to put in. So I'll be using just a slow build, colors here. Around starting his water on his ear. Just getting the highlights in on that one. I want to get the darks back in here first. This is like, let me get those in. More cat red in that color. I'm not gonna worry about this toy at all right now. It's drawn in. I know where it is. Get this. Pump that up just a little bit more. Start finding some blues and purples in the fur here. A lot of reflections. I think I can get others. probably should have had some music on.
You can sing, Jim.
You guys be okay with that?
Yep.
Some Beatles?
Anything other than a dog barking.
You guys don't mind? Let me see if I can do that. Come on. Right now. Can't get off it. Take too long. All right. So basically, I got the basics in. I'm going to stand back and see if I got things about the right spot. A little bit higher here. No, it's probably more of that angle. Yeah. It'll be different. It's always going to be different than the one I painted. I wouldn't want to paint the same one. It'll be fun though. Okay, that's loosening up. Okay, I'm gonna put in a couple of highlights, get me going here, and then I'll dive into the blue, I think, and then work this painting a few different places. But he is the hero, of course. Atticus is the hero. I'm gonna go with my lightest light right now. A little soon, but I can see it right in here. I might as well put it in. Almost got it. Just a little too much mixing on this last piece right there. Okay. Right. Purple in that. Good clean brush, clean always. Same brush I started off with right now. I've not changed it. Still trying to get as much out of it as I can. Before I go to little brushes, tighten it up too much. Needs to be warmer a bit more. So I'm not the only one painting this, am I?
No.
I'm trying, but you won't be able to see it today.
Okay. Never know. I was thinking, maybe I'm all doing this all by myself.
No.
Okay. Well, then I'll probably should talk some more about what I'm doing and stuff then. Right now, I'm just building up these highlights a little bit more. That one was supposed to probably hold a little bit more paint in this spot right here. Just didn't. I like the stroke, but I just got to fill it in a little bit more. Don't want to overdo these highlights of that color. I can get that corner of his ear here. No. A little bit too much white on here. A little more. Get the back of the ear here. Try not to lose those darks. Yeah, got a lot of things there. Gotta bring out an eyebrow yet. These guys. Yeah, I will talk a lot more when I, during my workshops and stuff, I guarantee it. Too early to put in the final hairs and stuff here because I got to get a lot of stuff. I want to get everything right now behind it before I put in my, really impressive strokes. You don't want to lose your big strokes too early. Get them in here and then find out you're gonna have to wipe them out with some background stuff. So warming it up a little bit more now as it gets into the water here a little bit. Not gonna worry about that. His nose looks like it grew out a little bit too far. Probably gone. I can fix that with the next coat. I can fix this a little bit. A little bit darker, should we? Right in here. Okay. All right. I'm going to dive into a little bit more into the background now. I got him in a pretty good, decent spot already. We need to start marking out some of the blue areas and stuff. I might even go back in and probably wipe out where I want this light blue here travel. It'll be a little bit different than my other one. Clean my brush out. All right. This is that blue and white and a little bit of rose madder, yeah, or alizarin would be a good one too. I'm just blocking in the shape, basic shape. I'm gonna try and keep it pretty clean though, because these when you paint water and stuff, it's usually pretty clean graphically and stuff. The edges are a lot tighter and stuff. So this one probably won't get too much, get a little bigger here, but I'll draw it out a little bit more on that side. Put up my brush and see if I can get that the speed one right here. Before I do that one, I got to get that dark right behind them. I can't do this one too soon. Gotta change brushes. A little too bright there. Darken it down a little bit. That'll be good for that. This color comes in around nose. This is the darker version of that I made up going around him. Hopefully I can get in here and do his nose right. Hard to see at this from this point, this vantage point. Like I said, I want to get it just a little darker in here before I go to my light. So I'm gonna take another brush. Make sure I got that in dark bright one. I think it's just a little too light right in here. I'll go back I got that, got it in, where? Put it on the bottom, but I did not put it in the top. Dark as I want. Okay. Okay. A lot of little dots of stuff. Get that later. Put that in at the end. Just a little color in these dark, very darks here. This is some blue putting in right down in here, just a very subtle blue going in here. Bring this down a little bit more. Darks at the end. Okay, I want to go back in and dig into some purples here. I don't go through a whole paper, all the paper towels in a painting. I don't think it's a good painting. All right, let's put in a couple of those. Feels too cool. I won't be able to put in all the lily pads I had in the other one. The reason I didn't, just a little different than the other one. Few of these yellow ones in. Kind of left spots for them. I would say it's blocked in. No, it was pretty blocked in before. I mean, I'm not gonna put the creases in the lily pads yet. They're just got a lot of coloration to do on them and stuff. Too soon to dive into that. Too dirty. All right, back to got the background more worked out, figured out a little bit. Now I got the lily pads in the right spots, basically, and now I can start going in and probably get the ones up top here a little bit. Look at his head a little bit more. You know, I think I see if I got the drawing right everywhere before I dive into it a little bit one more time. Since I still got green on my in here, I'm just gonna go in and put a little bit of lily pad here. I'm not gonna put it exactly. There's a couple lily pads right here. I'm gonna put in just one. Soften it. There's a little glare over there. I can't see exactly where I'm going. Putting it. Tilt everything down a little bit more. Tilt it back into the painting. At this point, I'm all out of canvas up here. I'm gonna do too much more information up here. Make sure these all look a little different. Bring it back down over here. Work on the ripples just a little bit more here. Okay. A little dark red right around the top edge here before I put the highlight in. Goes right in here. This is just a little bit more cad red mixed in right in here. Where it goes, where I see it. Right around the mouth here too. This is this thing. A little glowing, a little bit more glowing than this. Oh, it's pure cat red. I gotta put in this plastic thing.
Sorry about that. No idea my microphone's on.
I've been too quiet, I know. I'll get the highlights and stuff on that, I think, later.
Somebody
Really?
has to entertain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Somebody has to say something. I haven't said anything. I've been trying to concentrate. I don't want to mess this one up. It's embarrassing. It would be embarrassing to mess this one up like this. It would be, but I get over it. So that's sort of the toy. I would probably made it just a hair too big there. I could bring in some darks in there at the end. All right, I did as much as I can with my big brush. Now I'm going to go to my medium size. Let's see what this does. I'll work on the nose here and bring out that nose now a little bit more now that the whole thing's broken up. Stuff. No, I won't be really. I'm just going to be mixing colors here. I'm not going to be really making any more new colors. I'm just be picking up colors that I already have. Get cooler on the back side here. Well, it's just a lot lighter touch. One on. Little blues in the front of the nose here. Picking up probably reflections from here, so I'm just going to use that color in here. Use that color just to define that back edge. This nose. Oh, cool. A little better. First one, you make big piles of paint. All right. Get that eyeball in. Good. Time here. Yeah, I gotta think about the shadow really, but from his forehead too, how it crosses over in here. This one's just too bright. Getting a little bit of the reflections real close to them in the water. Picking up a little more reds and stuff in here. Don't want to get too many of them. Just flatten it out. There we go. Back into the face. Maybe some highlights. Should be good. Sorry. That. Okay. Yeah. Saves a lot of clean this brush up. Pump that up. I'm gonna put a little more pink in that. Oh, make it a happy dog. That eyebrow up a little bit. Put in a lot of these hairs up here. There's gonna be a lot of pinks in here. This can be like a rose madder and white. Mixes maybe just a little touch of blue in them. These main hairs up here. Really, when you flick that brush at the end, really create that shape here. I'll go back in with just a little more yellow white. Here and here. As you can hear, you can only keep the dog settled for so long. Yeah, Atticus was a good dog. He was a really good guy. Easy to train, loved his walks, friendly to everybody. So I got these cooler darks in here. Now I'm going to go back and put a little bit of warmth in them. This is that cad yellow and was a transparent red oxide right here. Color I made right now. I'm using that to bring it into these hairs in the wet areas. Gonna work out a little bit now. Just trying not to get rid of those darks. Respond to that. little bit further down. Nose here. Bridge. Go to there. It's starting to come, starting to come. 10 more hours. That's it. 10 more hours, we're done. Like I said, I don't want to lose my darks right up in here. That up. Oops. Okay, let's bring out this. Okay. Yeah, a little knife work always loosens it up a little bit. Okay. I have these highlights and find out almost white and cad yellow. This guy. Okay. All right. Rework the lily pads a little bit, get those into shape. Should be all right. Big brush again. We'll work on the yellow ones, get those guys in right. This guy down a little bit.
Jim, I'm gonna have to sign off. It's Linda. This has been so awesome.
Really? You stay that late? I thought you were only gonna be here for an hour.
Well, I can't stop.
Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry
Thank you.
yeah, you didn't paint though, did you? You just watched?
Oh, no, I painted.
Oh, did you?
Huh? I
Oh,
did.
geez. Well, I have to get a look. You want me to turn it on and see what you got? Or are you just too late?
Sure. I actually quite like it.
Oh, well, let's see what Linda has.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can do this. Hang on, let me see. So how am I doing this? So I gotta put my
just-
start video. Okay, start video. Hang on, let me see. Okay, now, how do I do this? My canvas is still a little bit wet. Let me see. Hang on.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
that.
that looks good.
So he's sort of smudging a little bit. Atticus is sort of smudging in some of the details. So I just have to wait for a little bit for it to dry a little bit more, and then I'll put in. Oh, let me see.
Well, yeah, good. That looks really good.
It's
Yeah,
such
when you get yeah, I know. But the drawing, I like the eye and the nose. You got some good. You got everything in the good spots, even in the ear and stuff. So, and yeah, you just when you get the highlights in, when you kind of get them in,
Yeah.
that's gonna really make it. That's gonna really. I like the water looks great. I mean, the
Thank
water looks really moving, has some movement to it, and the green lily pads. Yeah, you're gonna have to sharpen up a few things and put in. I think a lot of times, I think what I was finding was the yellow ones were the key to the
Okay.
green ones
Yeah,
because
okay.
they really created the shape.
Okay, good. Yeah.
What size did you paint?
Just 11 by 14. Yeah.
Beautiful, good
Thank you.
size.
Thank
And how
you.
much is that going for?
7,000 to the item.
7,000. You are cheap. I must say you are cheap.
Never underestimate yourself, right?
You're right. You might get that. You're gonna get that. I know you will. You usually
that-
do.
Is that a squeaky toy? Or it's-
Somebody has a squeaky toy.
Huh?
Somebody likes it. They like your squeaky toy. Giving you some squeaks.
Squeaky.
Beautiful.
squeaky toy gets the worm. No, it's the oil. That's what it is. Squeaky toy gets the oil.
It is a good job on this, Linda. Linda, this is really quite nice.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I love this photo, and I love hearing about Atticus. And our lives are never the same after they're gone. But
I tell you, you just don't forget them. You just can't forget them.
they're as much a part of your family as flesh and blood, right?
They are so much of that. Thank you.
All
And
right.
thanks for joining. Thanks
Yeah,
for jumping in. It's really great. That's a really great
Thanks.
start.
Thank you. So as I said, I can't stop. I can't stop painting. I can't stop watching. So thank you so much.
All right, girl. You take her easy. Have fun.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Well, good. I'm glad somebody likes the rest of you guys are so quiet. I just, guys, no one else liked it.
We're suffering.
But
Suffering in silence.
suffer in silence.
Yeah.
We want, oh, be quiet, don't make noise. Yeah.
Well, those are three tough subjects. You've got water, lily pads, and a dog.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
trio
Hey,
of
you're here.
challenges.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm kind of sitting this out today due to sore knees,
Sore knee
But-
again.
but
Yeah.
I
Had to
can't get
some
over
planting.
I can't get over what a dynamic composition that whole thing is with the three parts that you're dealing with, and an 18 by 24 for a demo today. Gosh, you really know how to challenge yourself, Jim.
That's what I painted. It's just big brushes. That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
painted
it's
with the
gorgeous.
first one. I just really thought, it would probably be the same. I'd like to do it the same and stuff because I enjoyed it.
But even carving out the lilies, that's no small challenge.
Yeah. The thing is yeah, you could spend hours and hours on, but I just, he's going to be the hero. So I really can't spend too much
Yeah.
more time on those. I do need to, get like two more passes over them, and then put in the darks, put in a couple of crazy details,
It's gorgeous.
I love this kind of little stuff. These little
Mhm.
hairs or the, twigs and stuff that are in the water or left over from the vines and stuff. And they're going to use those to really just point in and move around too. I'm going to use those to move you around in this painting a little bit more. But
Yeah, just carving out the areas of water to show the ripple effect around the dog. That's in itself a real trial. With the wet
It-
fur and that you
oh
buy.
my God. That's the thing you find is just start seeing that. You start seeing how everything just kind of weaves together and stuff.
Mhm.
And you just kind of know where it's got to end. It starts here, it just got to end there. It doesn't have to be a perfect, exact copy of the line and stuff. It just got to know where it's got to sort of end.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, this has been a real joy watching how you put it out there. I just can't get over how you apply paint so quickly. It's amazing.
Oh, you say that. We've seen your paintings, don't you? We've
Yeah,
seen
no,
how
this
fast
is great.
you do. Well, thanks, Andrea. Appreciate you jumping in. And for everybody who's jumping in, I really appreciate it.
Jim, if I fall off, it's because my battery's going.
Your battery's going. You're gonna keep painting, or you're just gonna be done then? You're gonna come back later.
I might take a break and come back, but it
You're
looks like
such
a
a
dog.
wimp.
So I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged because it looks
Can
like a dog.
can I take a quick look?
It
You
turned
do
green.
such a great job.
It's a green dog, but it's a dog.
It's a green. It
Turned
could
green
be
on me.
well, nothing wrong with a green dog. It could be a nice and St. Patty's Day dog. Okay, let me see if you came up. Lisa P, gotta turn your. Let me try one more time. Whoop. Oh, wow. You
It
always
looks
do.
like a dog, but it's
Look at
green
that.
dog.
Oh
It's a
my
lot
gosh,
of glare.
that's good.
Look at that face. Look at that head. You really got some dimension in that puppy.
I don't know how to get the glare off this thing, but
Oh, no, that's okay. Really nice water too. Really good job of moving that around. Oh boy. I like that a lot.
I haven't wrecked it yet.
No, no, when you get the lilies in, I figure you'll ruin it then.
I know.
Great, really.
There's
like
a lot
this.
of fun to be had in the lilies.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is not to look at them as a chore, but look at them as fun, And the same with the dog, the fur and stuff. You're doing a really great job. I mean, you can just start to see when you get all the highlights finished in that guy how much. God, he looks just like my buddy.
Oh, good. That is your buddy.
Water, you can feel him going into the water right there, that right up behind his ear. You can just start feeling his fur
I asked my
feeding in there
husband.
nicely.
I showed my husband the reference picture, and we were trying to figure out how to make it a Bernese Mountain Dog. But he wouldn't. Yeah, she wouldn't be caught dead fetching in the water though. So
She won't do it.
she
You can't
won't
get
fetch. No, mm-mm. Not in the water. No, the only time she goes in the water is if she's hot. She wants to cool off. She has
Does she
people to
ball?
fetch for her.
Same like
Hmm?
ball, huh?
No, She likes tug of war. That's her favorite thing.
Yeah. That's like
Oh.
one of our. Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, no
yeah,
worries. Well, that's
okay.
a really great start.
I'll keep working on it.
You will. I know you will. I
Yeah.
want to see it up on the site.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If I fall off, it's just that battery issue.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
Anybody else want to show? I mean, I can understand if you're running, this thing takes some time here. Yeah, nothing. Nice, easy one. I mean, that's impressive, both you girls. That's really nice to see.
I'm impressed I halfway caught up or kept up.
You have gotten so fast. So much faster. My God. We don't need to do these in person ones. I mean, if you've sped up that much over just doing it like this. I don't know.
I'm anxious to start mine. I could not keep up. The weather is so bad today. My arthritis in my hands would not let. I got to find me a flat, a flat knife, so to speak, where I'm not mashing with my, but going up and down, because I have got arthritis in my hands so bad. I couldn't keep up.
Oh, it's too bad to hear. I mean, Charlotte, you always, you do a great job. I would like to see it.
Well, I'm just going to take time. I've got a good start on mixing the colors, and I'll be okay. But I just can't do it as fast as I used to. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to, I just turned 70. So Lord mercy, I don't feel it, but I am. I mean, I don't seem like it, but my body's telling me I am.
Yeah. Oh, God. Sorry.
Oh, well, heck, it happens to the best of us.
We're getting there right. It's coming too. But thanks for the warning.
250.
All right. Like I said, I was going to work on these guys just a little bit more now. Just getting those ovals right. Fish. One thing I want to work these guys angle wise, when I do put in these cuts in the lily pads and stuff, make sure that they are helping me, pushing me in the right direction instead of pushing somebody off the painting and stuff. So good lines will help. Let's get this one.
All right, I'm down to 3%. So have a happy Memorial Day.
All right, thanks, Lisa. You too.
All right, I'll try and work on this some more.
No, thanks for even joining and stuff. And I
No,
know
thank you. This was really, really, really interesting. And I love this reference photo.
Oh, thanks.
So,
Good.
all right, happy weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, now Lisa's gone. We can do all the good stuff. Oh, I was waiting for her to leave. She was painting way too good. So now we can finish up putting up all the little details that I'll never show anybody. Oh, hey. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there pretty quickly now. I just gotta make sure some things just don't look like that. Right. Okay. One last look. Get back up in here. Get in there. Let's bring it back a little bit. Enough of those. Where else we got over here? I think that's about it.
Have you ever noticed when it's something or a warm body that you relate to, how much more feeling and how easy it is? Does that make sense?
Yes, when you're really familiar with something like that, yeah, it's just you don't worry about it. You just kind of, yeah, that's why this way this guy was. He just didn't just kind of just put it in there, and I'm the only one I have to please, so does make it just a little bit easier.
I like the way your lily pads
Yeah.
sit on top of each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, they just, I'm not really doing too much more than what's already there. I'm just trying to enhance them a little bit. But thank you. The hardest thing I think is just getting enough all these little foam little bubbles and stuff in here, getting them right to feel right. And that's that just always takes a little bit more, trying to get to feel right with the rest of it instead of being a sore thumb. But that is about it. Can make that one just a little softer here and there. You know, up here, of course, I put in a couple little things and I'm done. These for enough for now. Have to get it.
I'm gonna send you a photo.
Okay.
And it's a photo. I mean, I probably can't paint it, but I know you can. But it's so cool. It's from a second story window, and it's in England, and it's showing like the garden below, but through some trees, which I've tried to kind of zoom in, it shows a kind of another
Nothing
home
easy. Nothing.
back. No, I'm going to send it to you because you'll like it. I think you'll have to play with
Okay.
the size of it.
Yeah, you start telling me what it is. And wait a second.
No, I mean, I know you'll want to crop with it. I know you'll want to crop it.
Okay. Yep, always willing to take a look.
It's what's in the background.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit of something back in here. I need some worms back there. Just a couple of worms. Just to draw some interest, move it around. Yeah, I was supposed to catch light, it didn't. God, there it goes. Gotta watch it. It starts to get dabby right around here. All of a sudden you link up everything and final. Got a couple of oranges I want to put in here.
Okay, I sent it by email.
Okay. Thank you. Ooh. Oh boy. Couple little more glints and I'm done. At least that's bring some orange. Oh, one of the things I forgot to do yet. I got a couple little. Put in a whisker.
Okay.
There'll be some more adjustments to make this guy later. There's too light, too much light. That is it. One there. All right. Well, here, I'll bring it in for a closer look. You guys. You start to
Incredible.
see it
Beautiful.
a little goofy strokes. And the lilies themselves up top there.
It's really good.
It's just gorgeous.
All right.
I love it.
Oh, thank you guys.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's a fun one. It's always nice when it's, it's your own and stuff like that. But
Mhm. You are less emotional this time than you were the previous time.
yeah, I'm a little more into thinking about the painting than thinking more about, who it is and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a little more I got to step away from it and stuff. So I'm better. I mean,
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
yeah, thank you.
Great job.
Well, thanks. Thank you. How's everybody else turn out? Anybody else paint?
No, I didn't get here. I was about an hour and a half late before I could, so I missed the beginning, so I didn't paint.
What?
I felt real bad. I like to watch the beginning is the most important thing to me. Anyway,
Oh, mixing the colors and stuff.
yeah, all this, everything.
Yeah. It's really the most important thing to me is the color and stuff, making sure that works right before you even paint. I mean, if you could, you can paint it as much best you can, and the colors are off. Usually,
Yeah.
you're never too
But the
happy
rest-
with it.
Yeah, you did a fabulous job. Fabulous.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. That was a very interesting.
Thank you
Oh.
very much.
Oh, no worries. I'll see all you guys at my workshop. Most of you guys are.
When
gonna
did
be at
this
my work-
start?
Next Saturday, we have our
Next-
first one, and it's going to be on the eyeballs. See how well I did those eyeballs? I really noodled that sucker out.
I'll
No,
have-
the eyeballs. We're going to be painting big old eyeballs.
What
we
size
paint-
would be good to do for next week?
11 by 14, 12 by 16, or smaller. I wouldn't go too much bigger than that. I mean, have a couple, because one of them I'm going to try and do a really quick one, just dark and down dirty on that one, on the eyeballs, and then we'll go into more of a really good expression one with the eyeballs that show you get everything. Everything there, from everything from the eyelids to the eyebrows and stuff, how they, really how to try to catch those. But we'll also, how that interacts with the rest of the body and stuff. I don't, there's just only 4.5 hour workshop, so
It
shouldn't
starts
be
at
too bad.
10, you said?
Yeah, it starts at 10, goes to 2, but me, half hour, we might go a half hour over or so, just because of critiques and stuff like that are going to be added in. I'm not going to try and make it too tough, but there'll be some fun things going on
Good.
with the eyes and stuff. We'll give you some tough ones to play
Good.
with. All right,
Mhm.
good.
Yes,
I look
beautiful
for,
painting. Beautiful.
oh, thank you. Look for an email later on this week and stuff with the picture we're going to be painting and some other little things. I'm going to try to put a PDF together on eyeballs too.
I have to catch the video because I've got that function to go to.
Another function?
No, it's the function on that day, and I'm just really disappointed. But anyway, there you have it.
No worries. We'll be here. And thanks for coming to this one. I appreciate everybody showing up. I really
Is there
nice.
a picture of this that we can work on it? Do you have posted of this?
Oh
painting?
yeah. I put it. I think I sent one out to everybody. You should have
Oh.
got
You
it in
did.
the email today.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get to it usually, so that's.
No
fine.
worries. If you didn't get it, let me know. And what,
Okay.
one thing I want you guys to do is don't overpaint me. Don't paint better. than me. Okay, guys. Take it
No,
easy.
no chance.
Yeah, I know a few guys. You guys are, I got lucky on a few of you guys deciding not to paint. So appreciate that. All right.
I'll
Well,
see you.
Bye.
thanks
Okay,
for coming
thank
out on Memorial Day for me and seeing me paint.
Oh, it was great. Thank
And
you.
yeah, watch my Facebook for I'll be posting every painting I do this month right there, really quick
Okay,
stuff. So I will see you guys all later.
okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
No
Jim.
problem.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sabrina.
I'll see you later.
Thank you, James.
Bye.
No problem. Thanks.